What is going on, Savages? It is Friday. It is Crypto Fireball Friday, but we've got a little giveaway. The Ryo dev team has, they want to donate 5,000 Ryo, which is a USD value of about $100 right now. So they're going to have 5 winners of 1,000 Ryo each. And the way that it works is, if you saw look in the description real quick, because I'm going to go over some other stuff to give you a little bit of time. But look in the description of the video. It's got the instructions. You have to do it on Twitter in order to do a valid entry into the giveaway. And let me know in the comment or in the chat box here, in the troll box here, whether or not everything is, the sound's good, the video is good. Let me know if all that stuff is working out pretty well so far. So yeah, so the dev team is giving away 5,000 Ryo. We'll do that in a few minutes. I'm just going to go through some quick stuff in what's going on. Thanks, Jack Kelvin, for subscribing. Just go over a few things, what's going on with Ryo, just real quick. To be honest, I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention. I mean, I do follow them and I do keep up with what's going on the best I can. It's just one of those things where you get busy with other stuff. So, but I do want to go over some things that are going on with Ryo, and so let's get into it. All right, so yeah, there is Ryo currency there in the troll box there. So discuss with him what's going on with Ryo and stuff like that. I'm gonna go through a few things and then we'll get to the giveaway real quick. I want to just cover some stuff that's going on with Ryo. So let's get into that real quick. So the first thing is obviously their website is ryo-currency.com. You can go there. It is a pretty intense website, but it is organized very well. So you can quickly find out the information that you need as a miner. And all the information about the project is here. So I would definitely check this out if you're interested in Ryo at all. And if you're interested in any privacy coin, I'm sure that you are familiar with Ryo, or at least you should be. So they've got a lot going on. I'm going to talk about some things that they did in 2019. And what they have planned for the future. So solid project, solid devs. I mean, they've got a huge amount of experience and a lot of history and a little bit of controversy and a little bit of everything. So yeah, it's a great team that they've got going on over there. So be sure to check out ryo-currency.com. Let me paste that in the chat box here real quick, so check that out. So they're privacy coin, and like I said, the devs are super solid and they focus on privacy. There's a lot of things that they're working on as far as the development path goes. They've already done a lot, but they're working on efficiency and some blockchain compression. I've done videos on Ryo, so definitely check those out. I actually have a playlist for Ryo as well. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the project, then definitely check this out, because I have quite a few videos on them that go way back here. So yeah, check it out over there. All right, so that's their website. You can get their wallet from here. We actually, on Red Panda Mining's stream, we were talking about the wallets a little bit, and it looks like one of the things that I know that they're in work is a mobile platform or mobile wallet. They don't have that yet, and they're not, because they're a privacy coin and the way that they operate. I don't believe that they're on any of the common desktop wallets like Zelcore or Coinomi or anything like that yet. I don't know if that's going to be something down the road, but they are not on there yet. If you want to get a real quick, easy wallet, then you can go to ryowebwallet.com, and that will get you to a really fancy, super slick web wallet that looks like this. So it actually looks a lot like their desktop wallet, which is right here. This is their desktop, or their app. This is the wallet that is actually, if you see Quasar, then that means web. And if you see Atom, then that means desktop. So here's the desktop wallet right here. And then this right here is the Ryo web wallet. Okay, so this is Quasar online, basically, web wallet. Really slick, really cool. Looks a lot like, you know, this. But this is the app that you can install whenever you, I think whenever you're setting up the web wallet, it actually asks you if you want to install the app, and you can, you know, on Windows here. I don't know what other platforms it works on. Maybe Ryo Currency can, oh, it's only Trust Wallet, Ryo Currency, yeah. So maybe Ryo Currency can clarify that, but I think that that it's only on, I don't know if it's on other platforms, probably just Windows, but as far as the app goes. So Ryo web wallet, super cool, super slick, looks just like the desktop wallet like this. So really nice. All right, that's enough about the wallets. This is the app wallet, like I was saying. Make sure I cover everything here. All right, so that's the web wallet. So you can go there, like if you, for example, let's say that you don't have a Ryo wallet right now, and you basically use, you know, Coinomi or Zelcore or something like that, then Ryo wallet's not in there. If you don't have Trust Wallet's the only one that it's in. If you don't have that and you win the giveaway, then you could simply go to ryowebwallet.com to create a wallet and receive your winnings there. So that's the way it works. Yeah, super slick wallet, love it. You know, they design everything really well. And actually on their, this probably looks a little bit familiar, their desktop wallet, because if you're familiar with other projects like Loki, they have actually forked this wallet, and they're using this wallet for their wallet, right? Obviously, you know, modifying it to match their scheme as far as Loki goes, but there are other projects that use this wallet. So that, you know, speaks volumes when it comes to whether or not it's a good wallet or not, right? So yeah, super solid. All right, so that's kind of what's going on with the wallets and some things that happened in 2019. Let's run through them real quick here. So the first thing that happened in 2019 is there was the Cryptopia hack, and that affected Ryo a little bit because it was their main trading exchange at the time. So they had to basically, from that, they had to recover a little bit. And they got on Crex 24, which is what they're on still. They're on, let's see, they're on Crex 24 and Trade Ogre, I believe. Yeah, Crex 24 and Trade Ogre. At least those are the only two that are on CoinMarketCap that are listed here. So those are the two exchanges. So they did get listed again, which is great because, you know, you kind of want your project to be tradable, at least to some degree. Sometimes more exchanges can actually hurt you, but in this case, you know, having a couple with super real volume too, because if you see the volume's really low, but this is real volume, right? So you're not getting wash trading, you're not getting a lot of things going on, crazy stuff going on with the exchanges. This is actual volume, right? Super low market cap, micro cap, whatever you want to call it. This one. This is one of those projects that you look at the quality of their development and their quality of everything that's going on with them and what they have planned, and you're just shaking your head and wondering why is it like this, you know, why is it just this? But you know, hey, it's one of those gems that you find from time to time. So in my opinion. All right, obviously nothing this is just entertainment, and it's not sponsored in any way. The Ryo devs are not giving me anything for this. I just told them that I would do this because I like the project, and of course I have a little bit of Ryo, so it's important for me that they do well. So all right. Anyway, Yeah, but this is not sponsored or nothing like that. All right, so some other things that they did in 2019 is they created a new algorithm called Kryptonite GPU, which is touted as FPGA proof of work algorithm based on floating point instructions. So instead of using memory, like a memory hardened algorithm, they use more of the core, and they do that with floating point math. I think that's what the way it's called. And so that is what the algorithm actually uses, is floating point math to to solve the hash, right? To run the hash algorithm. And because of that, what has actually happened that is super cool is that it is actually beneficial, or it's easy to run CN GPU on older GPUs, really old GPUs. You can still mine Ryo on those, or CN GPU algorithm, or CN GPU projects. You can mine those on older GPUs. You can mine it. Basically is almost the same from what I can understand between AMD and NVIDIA. So it's like you can mine it on anything. You know, CN GPU, it's a new algorithm that was developed by specifically by Ryo development team. So that's super cool. Great algorithm, great production there. So I really like that. That's one of the big benefits of supporting Ryo. All right, so they created the Kryptonite GPU algorithm. Some other things that happened in 2019 is they had they discovered, or fit. Let's see. I needed to highlight this. Yeah, so, there was a denial of service in Monero that they discovered, and this all happened in 2019 as well. Ryo Currency can probably expound on this a little bit. It's one of those things I don't know. I don't really like talking about the whole controversy and stuff like that, but it looks like the Ryo devs are still finding vulnerabilities and things going on with Monero that they alert the Monero team of, and kind of like discovering bugs and things like that in the code, so they keep that going. So cool stuff. All right, so what else they got? We already talked about this a little bit. This was in 2019 as well. They released the Quasar web wallet, and which I already kind of showed you what was going on with that. Looks like this, super cool. It basically looks like the Atom wallet, desktop wallet. So this was something that they also released in 2019. I think they've done some updates to it to make it a little bit faster. They've done a lot. This was one of the things that were on their roadmap that they believe they hit the target for, as far as how long it took them to actually develop it, along with all those other things that they were working on in 2019. So that is really cool as well. So that's huge development there. And back to a little bit of the Monero stuff. They inherited the emission curve from Monero, the way I understand it, I believe. And it was something that was a little bit broken, and they fixed it. And I think they did a hard fork or something to fix the emission curve. And now it looks like this right here. So it's like a laddered or stepped emission curve, modified emission curve details. So you can see what they actually changed there and how it looks now. So, a lot of this stuff is a little bit more than I really want to talk about in this stream, because this is more of a giveaway. But I did want to give you an update on what's going on with Ryo in this case. So one of the things that I think that a lot of projects should work on and develop, and I think it's almost like the holy grail or the key to really making crypto, I'm not going to say game changer or mainstream and all those buzzwords, I don't want to do that. But I do think that atomic swaps are super important in the crypto space. I think that being able to change one crypto into another fairly easily, especially BTC, is a huge development, and that's something that the Ryo team is actually working on. And it's in their roadmap as well. I think I already closed their website, but I think it's in their roadmap where they're talking about atomic swaps. And it looks like they are working on, this is something, I don't know when, Ryo Currency in the chat there can probably clarify this a little bit, but I don't know when this was supposed to be implemented or what the timeline is on it. But basically, they're working on an atomic swap with BTC via P2SH, which is pay to script hash addresses, and yeah, I think that this is going to be super cool. This is stuff that excites me for a project to work on, atomic swaps for sure. It's always been a thing that I realized early on that was kind of going to be really important. And there's some projects, especially on the privacy coin side, that are actually working on this. So this is a good development in my opinion. So you can read more about that on their Medium. A little bit about atomic swaps here. You know, a little explanation of what they are. Peer-to-peer swap between different cryptocurrencies without a middleman, right? And there's different ways of doing it. Some, you know, usually there has to be some type of an automated exchange involved. I don't know how they're going to implement it. You know, basically because you have to transfer, you know, you have to exchange one crypto for another, and it's going to depend on the value, you know, of that crypto and how it translates into the crypto that you're trying to purchase. You know, basically it's a buy and a sell, you know, but an exchange transaction basically. So yeah, so learn a little bit more about atomic swaps. I do think that they are important in the overall scheme of things with regards to crypto and adoption and all those things. So all right, another thing that is going on, I mentioned earlier the Kryptonite GPU algorithm. So I think that Ryo Currency, the person that is in the chat right now, actually manages this, and they are publishing a lot of the settings for GPUs, like specific settings, you know, like modifying the let me go over here back to here, and if you go to this Reddit post here, let's see, let me post that over there on the chat, because it's got some really cool information in here for fine-tuning. Actually, what am I looking at here? Is this RandomX? No. Oh yeah, my bad. This is RandomX. No, it says CN GPU here, but then up here it says RandomX. Okay, so I think that, yeah, I think this is right. So let's see here. I just brought this up right before the stream, so I want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Let me know there, Ryo Currency, if I'm in the right spot. I think I am, but this is, the name up here is throwing me off a little bit. Okay, I get it. All right, I get the title now. So if you're disappointed with RandomX, then here is the CN GPU stuff. Okay, all right, great. So I'm in the right spot. All right, so if you go in here and you can see these older GPU models that are still being used or still can be used to mine Ryo using Kryptonite GPU, which is really, really, really neat. You know, I mean, these are old GPUs here. So if you go to, let's just pick a little bit of a newer one here. Go to RX 580 since I have those. So if you click on in the reference link here, there is a little link. On some of them there's a link, and that'll take you to another post basically where they talk about different overclock settings to, you know, and which one is the best, the most efficient. Because right now, you know, mining ain't the greatest, right? As far as rewards go, we saw a little bit of an increase in rewards once the Ethereum hard fork, the Muir Glacier hard fork happened. There was a little bit of an increase in mining rewards there because the difficulty dropped a little bit. But if you come here, and I actually did this on a stream whenever we were mining Ryo in a stream, and I was editing the files, like this is an nvidia.txt file. I think you have to edit. And I think on I think I did it on HiveOS actually, where I actually made these modifications to the miner settings and experienced exactly what they were talking about in here with the efficiency gain and stuff like that. Because, you know, in the old days, you know, like a year and a half ago, you would just fire up a rig, throw as much power at it, because you weren't really that concerned with the power consumption, right? Your electric costs. I mean, you were, but it wasn't such a factor like it is today. Like today, you have to really pay attention to that to be profitable. You know, if you want to, in your mind, if you want to always be profitable, you really have to really take a hard look at that, at your electric rate and your hash per watt or your souls per watt, depending on what you're mining. It's really important these days, and this table actually gets you into a really good spot where you're super efficient. So they've got, you know, core, memory, and then some actually additional settings here where it talks about all the, well, Ryo Currency can go really in depth into all this, but basically, you know, your nvidia.txt or amd.txt files of how you would modify them to obtain the best efficiency. So, so check this out as well. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Go back. I'll post this over here in the chat as well. We're gonna get to the giveaway. Just give me a second. All right, so I did just want to quickly cover, you know, what's going on with Ryo. Super solid project, you know. Definitely like them a lot. They've been some good people over there. So, all right, so let's look at the giveaway. Let's see. Discord. Let me. I think I can probably share their Discord. I think that'll get you there. Yeah, and their Discord is super solid as well. All right, so let's look at Ryo Currency. Let's look at the giveaway here. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Let me go over here to pull this out here real quick. All right, so I'm going to go to Lucky Retweet. So if you haven't done this already, if you haven't done the Twitter part of this, then shame on you. You have no chance of winning. Okay, got that. Here's the link to the tweet. And then we're gonna go 5 winners. All right, so Ryo Currency here. Hang on. Let me talk to you for a minute here. Yeah, hashrate OS is pretty cool. And what's really cool too is what they're going to be what they are developing now. They're working on a lot of stuff, and it's going to be super sick. Ryo Currency. So I've got the link in here to the tweet, to the pinned tweet, and I've got 5 in here. So let me know in the chat over there when you want me to hit draw. And then also explain like how it'll work, because see, I don't have the crypto, I don't have the Ryo. This is coming straight from the Ryo dev team. So you'll have to, the winners will have to communicate with them the way I think that this is going to work. So Ryo Currency, let me know if that's true or not. If you're going to communicate through Twitter with the winners, I would assume that that's the way it's going to work. But just let me know before I hit draw. And it'll also give people a few minutes to, if they haven't already, to do the proper steps for the entering into the draw. So, or the contest here. Not really a contest, but. And I have to apologize to Ryo Currency. I caused a lot of uproar today because I was looking at the instructions on like how to do this, and there were some people that had questions, and I just did it myself. So I was walking through it myself, and I could swear that the only way that it would work, as far as tagging those two friends, you know, that should be interested in Ryo kind of thing, was if you retweeted with a comment. And I'd forgotten that Ryo Currency in the chat here had told me previously, like, you can't do that. Don't do the retweet with comment, because this lucky retweet thing won't pick those up, right? It won't use those in the draw. So I had to, but it did cause a little bit more of a commotion and a little bit more engagement, because people were like, hey, did I mess up? You know, why is this different, you know? So, all right, so yeah, he wants to, earlier on Red Panda Mining's stream, I kind of said that the tagging the two people was kind of optional, which I guess it shouldn't be. So if you didn't do that and you entered, then make sure you do that now before I hit draw. So just go to the pinned tweet and comment on the pinned tweet with two friends on Twitter, right? Two handles on Twitter. And I would be careful with that. I would not tag people like that wouldn't expect it, right? So don't tag like high profile people, right? Because they're going to get mad about that, because you know, it's kind of like, it's one of those unethical things to tag people just because like you want them to see it. We're all guilty of it, but let's not do that in this particular instance. Some people get really bent out of shape whenever you tag them and stuff that they don't want to be tagged in. So definitely just tag people that you know that would appreciate the tag, right? So we'll call it 10:05 is whenever I'm actually going to hit draw here. So I'll give you Jimmy Mueller. Yeah, that's okay. All right, yeah. So I will give it at 10:05 my time, which is 6 minutes roughly from now. I will hit the draw button here. I mean, you can tag whoever you want. I'm just warning you that on Twitter, you know, like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say you try to tag Andreas Antonopoulos, okay, or something like that. That's actually not really cool, right? Because he's high profile. Do you want him to know about Ryo? Probably. You know, it's kind of cool, right? But I wouldn't make that my tag. I would tag someone that you think would be interested in a solid privacy coin with a awesome dev team and super you know, people that get into the chat and do these like Ryo Currency and do these giveaways and stuff like that, right? Somebody that would appreciate that. That's the way I would do it. Yeah, and I told Red Panda, I know you're in here. I told now, okay, the technicals, yes, definitely tag him. Probably in every tweet. But yeah, I actually told Ryo Currency that, you know, like you were really solid in your stream tonight, your giveaway, talking about my giveaway and the Ryo giveaway. So that's really cool. Really appreciated. You mentioned CCX on mining Ryo. Did you? Maybe you did. I don't remember that. That's cool. I think that they're actually friends. I don't think that there's, which I like. I like that. I like whenever, you know, projects that I like each other. That's solid. Yeah, see, if you go to CCX's Discord, then Ryo is one of their friends. So I would assume it works both ways. I'm sure that on Ryo's, if they have a friends channel, yep. See, if you go to Ryo Discord, then they have CCX in their communities section down there. So stuff like that really, it pleases me, because I don't like drama. I don't like a bunch of infighting and stupid stuff in the space. I really don't. I think that it's unproductive as hell. So I would rather people get along, and I've often I've actually often said that if some of these solid dev teams actually work together, that they could really create something great, right? So I'm losing my voice, talking too much. All right, so we got a couple minutes here. I'm just going to double check, make sure I got the right link here. Actually, I had that over here, I think, right? Yeah, so that's the right link, right? Ryo Currency, I think that's right. 8960. Yeah. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. I don't like messing stuff like this up. Oh no, I didn't see that about Arkma there, Ryo. That's cool. I don't follow Arkma much. I did a few, at least one video on him, I think. Probably a random coin mining show, probably. Space Goats, I think that they are going to communicate with you through Twitter. So it's not going to be like instant, right? So it's not going to be like Red Panda's stream where he just sent it right there in front of you during the stream. It'll come later, right? So they'll communicate with you via Twitter, direct messaging, and work it out that way, I think. If you confirmed that Ryo Currency, let me know if that's true or not. All right, so here we go. It is 10:05. You guys have had plenty of time. That was 35 minutes of me BSing and going over Ryo and stuff to give y'all a little bit more time. All right, so here we go. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. I wish I had a drum roll or something. I don't really have it here. Let's do this. This tweet has more than 100 retweets. Ugh. Ryo Currency. All right, it has more than 100, so this Twitter API can only return the last 100. Damn it. What do you think, Rio Currency? Just go ahead and pick anyway? Do the last 100? That's a lot, man. But not totally fair, right? Let me think about this for a minute. This was an unforeseen issue. Yeah, we literally broke Lucky Retweet. But you know what? I guarantee you that there can't be a lot more than 100. Let me go in here. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. Let's see here. Let me look and see about how many there are. Actually, I can't, can I? Well, I can count these. But that's not going to help. Although, you know, they were supposed to tag 2 people. All right. How can we do this? Yes. Ah, man. Damn it. Let's see. What is Pickall Best Bitcoin info? All right, we might have a new way of doing it here. Let's see. All right, so this is like totally going to be worth it here, guys. All right. Where was the tweet? All right. So 5 winners. That's the correct link to the tweet, to the pinned tweet, right? Looks solid. All right. All right, pick AW. I'll try that. If this one doesn't work, then I'll try that. All right, let's do a draw winner. All right, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. Log in. All right. All right. I'm gonna authorize this app just for y'all. Just for y'all. I shouldn't do that, but just for this, just for expediency, I'm going to do it. I'll just deactivate it in a minute. All right, draw winner. The status does not belong to you. All right, so that's not gonna work. All right, so clearly none of this was planned out. The other website was supposed to work, the original one, but it looks like that one only did 100. I guess we weren't expecting to have more than 100, or we didn't know about that limitation. But we are trying to use free utilities, guys. So you know, let's just bear with us. Let's see how this works. We will figure this out. All right, so let me try pick a W, pick all. Let's see, Bitcoin info is saying that that one works, so let's try it. I'm just going to search for it because I don't really do a lot of try this. Okay, does this require? Does this require? See, it's probably going to do the same thing each time. It's going to tell me that I don't own that content, right? Because I wasn't the one that made the tweet. So, man, I don't know if there's a way to do this or not. Jesus. This is a lot of work. Now I have to deactivate all this stuff. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. All right. Getting all messed up here, but the issue is that I'm trying to run a draw on a tweet that I didn't make, right? So it knows the owner of the tweet. So I think that that's actually the issue here, at least for some of these services. We'll see if this works, but yeah, see, it's not going to let me do it. Because I don't own the tweet. So, what does this mean? All right. Real currency. What are we going to do, man? I don't, yeah, this didn't turn out very well. I think, yeah, I didn't consider the fact that I don't own that tweet, and all these services are going to want me to log in to actually, you know, run the contest on that tweet. So this is definitely an unforeseen issue here. What you might have to do, Ryo Currency, is run the contest on your own, right? So what you could do is run it on your end, right? Maybe if you can record it somehow, record it, and then just tell the people in here. You could just list the winners on your side, because I really don't want to change. In my opinion, I don't think we should change the method of entry. I think that the method of entry needs to stay the same. I don't think that it would be fair to everybody to do it like some other way, right? But then, yeah, there's still that limit. Well, but you might be able to use those other services that were posted in here to run it on more than 100 retweets, right? Because that first service was limited to 100. I mean, I can still do that maybe if y'all want to go with that, but I don't know how. That's not really totally fair. But a random number generator might not work because what's the number going to equal? So like, let's see if I can Is there a way to save? See, I don't know who retweeted it, right? You can't see that information. I don't think that that's very easy to see, so. And pick from list of 5 users. Yeah, it's got to be fair. I think that changing the method of entry is probably not going to be a good thing. I think that we should stick to the. I think that the way it needs to work is, I think. Let's see. Okay, that's true. Like right here, this list is supposed to be of. All right, so how can we do this? Because I don't know how many they're going to be though. Like, okay, so I would have to count these to figure out the number to use for the random number generator. All right, so it says 122. Let me see. All right, here we go. Yeah, now you're onto something. Now you're onto something. Okay. All right. So 122. There we go. All right, that was good. That was good. All right. I'm learning here, guys. I'm learning. All right. So 122 retweets, which sucks. That's only 22 more than that one app would use. So anyway, all right. So 122. And then, so we'll go with a random number generator for 122, and then we will do that. That should work, and then we should be able to verify that that person actually tagged 2 people, right? So let's do it like that. So we'll do random number generator. Yeah, this will be fair. This will be fair. That's not the one I want. It's not the one I want. It's actually Google's. All right, here we go. All right, so it'll be 1 through 122, right? So only 102 comments, 124 retweets. I don't see where you see the number of. I'm sure there's a way of getting it, but I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see the number of comments. I mean, I see likes, but I don't see comments. Oh, maybe it's on the, yeah, okay, so on the phone. It doesn't show on desktop here. All right, so I'm not going to do this one or that one. So let's go with, so that brings us to 122 still, because people are still commenting. We'll do this one. So 121. But that, damn, and then I got to count though, is the only thing. I wish there was a way to like export this list. I don't have anything next to the bubble. All right, so what are y'all suggesting here? Ryo Currency, this is your giveaway, so you tell me what to do. I don't want to mess this up for you, so let me know what you want to do. Go back a screen. Oh, my bad. Okay, got it. Okay, so you want to just pick. I gotta count though. Okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll do it. All right, so 124 minus your 2 here, so we'll go 122. And then y'all are saying that only, all right, so we'll go 1 through 122, 124, 1 through 122, because minus your 2, right? All right, so here we go. I'm going to generate the first one. 75. Okay. So it starts with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I counted mine, that's okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Burnt Roach 85. It is starting to be a comedy, that is for sure. All right, so it's Burnt Roach 85. Okay, next one. So that was 75. So see, we can kind of deduct a little bit now. So 75 was the first one, burnt roach. All right, so we'll say burnt roach was number 75, just so that we document that. And then we're gonna go generate 71. Cool. So see, now we just go to burnt roach down here. Did I pass him? Nope. All right, so this was 75, and we're on 71. So 75, 74, 73, 72, 71. Cookie pink. All right. All right, so the third one, generate 80. So burnt roach was 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 90. Wait, what was the number? 80. I said 78 and then 90. 79 and then 90. All right. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. I said the wrong number, but it was the right one. So, all right. So gamer tag arcade. You gotta admit, this is pretty funny. This is you're right. This is a comedy, but it's fun. This is good. We're getting through it. It was truly an unforeseen thing with that first initial thing. I guess we weren't expecting more than 100, right? So, and we didn't even know that limitation. So there you go. I did run like a test run before the stream, but I guess that there wasn't over 100 at the time because it worked. Or the video or the tweet that I used didn't have but a couple comments on it. So, so it worked. I didn't think that there was going to be a problem. So there you go. All right, so that was the third one. Let's go with the fourth one. 71. Did we already have 71? This thing is just, it just loves these, yes, 71 was already a winner. That was Cookie Pink. So we'll do it again. 6, there we go. We got a weird number, or a low number here. So I'm not counting those first two, right? Because these are talking about the tweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crypto CLYDEsdale. Congratulations, man. All right. Yeah, you were fast on the tweet there. All right, so that was number 4. Now we're on 5. This is the last one. Good luck, everybody. 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am counting mine just because I didn't take it out earlier. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What number did we pick? I gotta start over. I gotta remember the number. 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Crypto Sweed. So Crypto Sweed is the last winner there. So each person is going to get 1,000 Ryo, and you're going to be working with or talking to Ryo Currency on Twitter. All right, so Ryo Currency, actually, yeah, post up your actual, let's see here. Ryo Currency, post up your handle, your actual Twitter handle that will be contacting the winners, please. Yeah, it's about 20 bucks, so that's really a solid, that's a solid giveaway for sure. I mean, just for retweeting something and tagging a couple people, you know. Like Crypto Sweed actually tagged Trade Ogre, which is awesome. That's really cool. I dig that. Whoa, what happened to my camera? Here we go. Come on, focus. All right. Yeah, congratulations everybody. That was awesome. Hey, we got through it, right? It was like it started off being a disaster, but I think that the way that we did it was super fair. You learn more about Ryo. That's cool. You know, I think it worked out. It worked out. So we push through like we do, right? We stay on it and we just keep pushing. We're like, I know that there's a way of doing this. There's got to be a fair way of doing it, you know? So awesome. Thanks, Red Panda, for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. And thanks so much for all the recommendations and discussion in your live stream. That was really awesome. I did tell Ryo Currency about that, so hopefully they appreciate it as well. Yeah, that was cool. Very cool of you to mention this, you know, giveaway in your live stream, because you had like I think you pumped up to like 84 one time. I think 84 viewers therefore momentarily. So that was super cool to mention this and get everybody over here. It was kind of funny because I had Streamlabs OBS open while, you know, like waiting for my stream while you were talking about the stream and the giveaway, and my little animation for subscribers just kept going off over and over and over and over, you know. So it was kind of cool. I must have gained maybe 20 subs, something like that, just from you mentioning it on your stream. So that was really cool. Really appreciate it, Red Panda. And if you're not following Red Panda already, or if you're not subbed to his channel, you got to do that. I think I'm going to probably, I might monetize somewhere around 2,000 subs. I think is kind of like what I'm looking at doing, maybe something like that. I have some reservations about you know, monetizing it all, so it's one of those things that I am on the fence about. So I think to convince myself is I'm just going to say, okay, at 2,000 subs, that's when I'm going to monetize. And what that'll do is it'll let you guys be able to donate and stuff like that. And I have some issues with it because of the financial aspect of it. So it's just something I have to resolve in my brain, because I don't think that it's totally fair the way that they do it. So but yeah, definitely check out Red Panda. That's his channel link there. If you're not subscribed to him already, which I think a large portion of you guys probably are, because you probably came here from his channel, his stream earlier, but if you're not, definitely subscribe to him. I mean, he's like on a freaking rocket ship with subscribers. We started channels almost at the same time. I mean, I think I actually started, yeah, actually it's embarrassing because I actually started before him, quite a few months before him, but I was just doing like one video a week or something like that. And then once we started doing live streams, or once I started doing live streams, is about whenever he started, and he's done a video, a solid, well-produced, awesome video every day since then, at least one a day since then, and that is no easy accomplishment. That is a huge amount of dedication of time and effort. Definitely give him a sub, because he just deserves it. His content is quality. Video quality is awesome. The stuff that he talks about is awesome. Definitely go sub to him. So yeah, and like this video on the way out and stuff, Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. This was pretty cool. I'm glad that we were able to work through that, because that was almost a showstopper there for a second. I was a little bit worried. But yeah, so yeah, it was really cool. Glad we were able to work through that. All right, so I guess you're gonna, to all the winners, that if you're in here, then you're definitely going to be contacted by Ryo Currency on Twitter. He probably posted his handle over there to make sure, and that's who you'll communicate with. Send them an address. I know it's a privacy coin, and you're going to be sending your address, but just maybe create a temporary address or something that you're just going to, if you're worried about your privacy, then create a temporary address, or just an address that you're going to receive the winnings on, the 1,000 Ryo, and then transfer it, send it from that address to your main address or your primary address in your wallet, and then delete that old address, right? So that's like the safe way that you could actually get the crypto there. So if you're worried about your privacy at all. So yeah, I knew that there was crypto CLYDEsdale. Thanks for that comment. I knew there was going to be a way. We just had to kind of work it out, Now I have to go and clean up my all my subscriptions and stuff, because I had to subscribe to all these services that I don't want to. It's one thing that you don't want to do is use. Yeah, there it is. That's what kept coming up when on Red Panda stream. All right. So one of the things you don't want to do is use your login information to log into a service, right? Like I was doing with Lucky Retweet and whatever those other ones that I was using. So now I have to go back through and figure those out and delete my account or log out of it and all this stuff, because you never want to do that, because you don't know if you should trust that service or not. They might be just trying to steal your information, like a phishing attempt, that kind of stuff. So I just recommend you don't do that. I was doing it to save time because I was under pressure and I wanted to get this done. I wanted to do the giveaway, so it just kind of forced me to do that. And that's what they do. See, that's like that social engineering thing that they do to make you. They didn't know that we were doing a giveaway, but anyway. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. So yeah, live streams. Mike and Deb 1202. Yeah, live streams can be kind of crazy. I basically exclusively do live streams, and I do some kind of crazy stuff like rebuilding rigs and adding stuff to rigs and replacing fans, and I do a lot of stuff like live, so all kinds of crazy stuff can happen, and it's a ton of fun to do it that way, because I actually like that kind of pressure and working under pressure kind of thing. So it's all good. Yeah. So I have to go and clean up all those. I think it was only 2 that I logged into, right? I don't even know what they are now. I'll have to go back through the chat and find them and all that stuff to get out of there. All right, so Jimmy Mueller is posting his... Jimmy Mueller, do you want me to show this? Yeah, probably need to do this through Twitter exclusively, because we wouldn't want someone to say that there's someone and they're not, right? So let me actually, what I'll do is I will copy your address here, and I'll send that to Ryo Currency. Actually, I'll let him contact you. Y'all work that out on Twitter. Since the giveaway was on Twitter and you had to do something on Twitter, we need to keep the communications on Twitter. I don't want to change platforms and go to YouTube to communicate the addresses, because there's not a link, right? There's not a way of verifying that person is who they say they are, right? So we really need to do it on stay on Twitter for the communications for the actual payout and stuff. So yeah, Ryo is a super cool project. You know, check out my videos on it. I don't know if Red Panda, have you done a Ryo video? I think you talked about it at least once, or you talked about it several times on your videos. You're not really doing project videos like I've done, but yeah, it's a solid project. And what's really funny about Ryo is that all this time that I was doing like random coin mining show, and I was doing all those live streams, and I was doing mainly like Zell and Aeon and what else? Ravencoin, you know, all these projects that I'm always, you know, kind of keeping up with and mining, or at least staying in tune with the development side. You know, I'm on their Discord, I'm on their Twitter, and I follow what's going on. And all this time, every time I would do something on a privacy coin like Swap or Loki or something like that, I would get all these tons of people saying, "Dude, you really need to check into Ryo," you know. And whenever I first looked at it, I saw there's a little bit of like drama and controversy and stuff, and I was like, I really just don't want to get involved in that. But then, for whatever reason, one day I was like, I don't know if I was bored or what, but someone mentioned it. I said, all right, I got to check this out. Because I had checked it out early on, like early 2018 or mid 2018 is whenever I started. I think that's whenever they first launched, some mid 2018. So I started looking into them a little bit back then, and some other things come up, probably Aeon or whatever, and I got distracted. So then I looked at them again, and I was like, man, they've really done well, and they're hitting this out of the park. So I really need to take a harder look at them. So I did, and it's been a good ride ever since. So yeah, it's just solid. You know, I like them a lot. And again, I know I hate that keep having to say this, but none of this is sponsored. They just Ryo Currency in the chat here just asked if I would do this on live stream. That's it. There's no sponsorship. There's no anything going on in the background. This is literally no shit, just me talking to you about Ryo. And then doing the giveaway that they're actually doing, not even me. So yeah. It is 10:44. That's an hour and 15 minutes almost that we've been going. Jimmy Mueller, mod chip for GPUs. Like what? I mean, you can send me something, and I might look at it. I might throw it in a rig or something. It won't be connected to the network whenever I do it, though. They should try to like burn my house down or something. Hey Dan, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year to you too. Dan the Dane. We definitely do need that. We need to do that comparison video for sure. What algorithm do you want to do? We can definitely do that. That'll be cool. Yeah, Jimmy Mueller, hit me up in Discord. I'm not on Discord a lot. I mean, I'm on there, but I'm not in my Discord a lot. But definitely hit me up over there so that we can talk about it. Discord link right there. So you want to go Ravencoin? Maybe we could do. Let's do like we should do like a top 5. We should do Zell, Ravencoin, Ryo, CCX, and what will be another? Maybe Aeon or something like that. We should pick like top 5. We should do like 5 different algos. Jimmy Mueller, that sounds super interesting because, you know, like I was mentioning earlier, with the mining profits being the way that they are, so low and everything, something that could further restrict power without affecting hash rate too much sounds super good, as long as it's not bad for the GPU, right? So as long as it doesn't, you know, cause like some type of damage, you know, long-term usage damage or something like that. Yeah, that would be sick. Something that could restrict power a little bit more. I do want to mention this too. I just noticed this. Red Panda, one of your videos has 80,000 views, dude. All right, so this is the way I'm going to formulate my every title of video is going to look just like this from now on for me. Yeah, so Dan the Dane, you've got a TI, right? 1660 Ti. I've got a 1660 Super. And what does Red Panda have? Trying to remember. He's got a 1660 standard, right? Is that the way it works? Or does he have the TI and you have the standard? Okay, so you have the standard. He's got Red Panda's got the TI, and then I've got the Super. Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do like we'll do like a collab thing. That'll be neat. Wow, Crypto Sweden, 10 cards at 758. Is that at the wall? 'Cause that's pretty good. Oh, Red Panda, you don't have it anymore? Oh, man. Yeah, just for science, Red Panda, just for science. Yeah, I mean, we can work it out somehow. That would be cool. That'd be kind of cool to do. A little bit of fine tuning, OCing, you know, fine tune settings and all that. Ryo currency, I do not have any of those. Jimmy, how do you like the 5700 XT? Are you mining with it? And if so, what are you mining? Grin with a 5700. There are like no no calculators that have that, is there? Mine doesn't have it. Is there any calculators that has 5700 XT? Are you leaving, Red Panda? You gotta go home now? See ya, Michael C. See ya, Red Panda. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get one that had the actual GPU on it, and not just you know, through hash rate. I mean, 32 cents profitability if you're swapping over Nailu, you know, right away, or Etho. Not terrible. It's funny, just like a year ago, these numbers would have been like $1, you know, $1.10, whatever. So it's kind of nuts. Mining profitability just isn't what it used to be. This is pretty solid, being able to see it like this. Let me post this over here in the chat. I don't do much with MinerStat, but this is actually probably pretty solid as far as being able to go and look at different cards, and a lot more cards and ASICs and everything on here. So yeah, it's pretty solid way to look at it. I may even include mining rig rentals in there, so that's kind of neat. And these are definitely low cap coins. I've never even heard of MWC or Nilu. I don't even know what they are. Yeah, I like this. I mean, this is really solid. Being able to go to the hardware and just go straight to the GPU, I like that. Pigeon coin, what? Number 1 on a 1080. It does look like they work pretty well with mining rig rentals. So. Man, if I could have, Dan the Dane, if I could have basically free power for 3 to 4 GPU mining rigs, that would be sick. That would be so awesome. I can't tell you how jealous I am. Alright, so what is Nilu? It keeps showing up on all these NVIDIA cards. Does anybody know what Nilu is? It actually shows up on Radeon 7 as well. Let's see, 580. Shows up over there as well. Alright. So let's find out what Nilu is. Let's see. Oh man, that's awesome, Dan. Yeah, that'll be super cool, man. Giving them a little bit of free press here. It's kind of weird. I think that something else is. Oh, there we go. I scrolled really far there. Fork of Ethereum, looks like. Alright, well. Quickly lost interest. I just wanted to know what it was because it kept showing up over here. All right, it is 11 o'clock. That means I've been going for an hour and a half. Is that right? Yeah, hour and a half. I'm gonna have to call it. That's long enough. So be sure to subscribe to Red Panda. Subscribe to me as well if you're not already. Much appreciated. I think what I'll do is I'll monetize once I get to 2,000 subscribers. I think that should be kind of fair. All 5 One accounts have made a retweet and are subscribed and made a comment. So they're all solid. They're all solid participants in the giveaway. So that's a good thing. Thanks for checking on that. Yeah, I didn't really check that whenever I did it. Although I did quickly glance to see if they did tag 2 people. So, but as far as the retweet, I did not actually do that. Well, actually, what was I looking at? I was looking at the retweet list, right? I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, Rio, I'm glad we we worked through it. And this actually counts as the Crypto Fireball Friday as well, even though it was all Rio based, but that's okay. Hey, you too, Jimmy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, I am out of here. I will see y'all next time. Stay savage, everybody. Check out Rio whenever you can.